Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Thursday, March 17th, 2016. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. The Honorable Mark Brantley is currently in Morocco to participate in the Crans Montana Forum held under the high patronage of His Majesty King Mohammed VI of Morocco. A release from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs says it is an opportune time to pursue the Federation's mandate of deeper South-South cooperation and explore potential new partnerships within the African continent. Minister Brantley is among a list of high-level officials slated to present at the forum. He will present at the session without energy security, no progress nor growth. Minister Brantley will promote the Federation's thrust for renewable energy and make Nevis the greenest island on earth by 2017, while advocating for cooperation and investments in the sector. As a part of the Foreign Affairs Minister's agenda for this visit, Minister Brantley will hold bilateral meetings with the officials of the Kingdom of Morocco to discuss deeper cooperation between the two states. At what is anticipated to be a successful event for the advancement of the Federation's foreign policy agenda, the minister is accompanied by St. Kitts and Nevis's Honorary Consul to Morocco, Mohamed Benchkrone, Ambassador to UNESCO David Doyle, Special Advisor in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Lorna Hunkins, Foreign Service Officer Asher de Sousa, and Youth Delegate Anselm Keynes. The Ministry of Agriculture's 22nd Open Day got underway today at the Villa Grounds in Charlestown. Felicia Libert has the details in this report.
The 22nd Annual Agriculture Open Day is being held under the theme Adapting to Climate Change to Achieve Greater Food Security. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Eric Evelyn, chaired this morning's opening ceremony and exclaimed that hosting an event of such magnitude is not an easy task, and he commended his team at the Department of Agriculture.
In hosting this event, we aim to satisfy everyone's taste, and thankfully, over the years, we have been successful. Mounting this exhibition year after year brings with it its many challenges. But the teamwork that has been exhibited among the staff has always enabled us to prevail and to get better. Staff members, take a bow for another job well done. I encourage you to make a stop at all of the booths. Ensure that you are aware of the strides that are being made in agriculture on the island. Please ensure that you take full advantage of the education, entertainment, and excitement that the 22nd Annual Open Day has to offer.
Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Vance Amory, said persons should do their part to conserve water, which plays a key role in the theme Adapting to Climate Change to Achieve Greater Food Security.
And I want to say that this challenge is going to be thrown out to our engineers, to our experts in the agricultural division, so that we can pass this on to you as farmers and to you as citizens generally. Because I believe that if we do not take those kinds of precautions and utilize the technology, that we may have a very difficult time, and not we alone. This will be a regional and a worldwide effect, and that is why each of us in our little corner, in our little backyards, in our homes must see to it that we make conservation, farming and conservation of natural resources, water, conservation of the soil, that these things are given priority in our living here in Nevis.
Awards were presented to a number of agriculturists as well as outstanding members of staff at the Departments of Agriculture, Fisheries and Cooperatives. Today, there were various food demonstrations from Chef Michael Henville, the University of the West Indies, Nevis Fishermen's Corporation and Chef Sylvester Wallace. The demonstrations will continue tomorrow, Friday, 18th March, with cheese making by the University of the West Indies at 11:30 a.m., eggplant and veggie burger patty by One Love Rastafari Movement at 12:30 p.m., pastel en hoja by Maria Rosario at 2 p.m., vegetable wonton wrap by Chef Michael Henville at 3 p.m., and roasted eggplant and green bean salad by Chef Sylvester Wallace at 4:30 p.m. Tomorrow we'll see live entertainment as well as the much anticipated domino competition from 2 p.m. Reporting for the Nevis Newscast, I'm Felicia Liberd.
Thanks, Felicia. Meantime, the 22nd Annual Agriculture Open Day is being held under the patronage of Dulcina Brooks Byron, an employee of the Department of Agriculture who is being honored for her 53 years of dedicated and committed service. She started her career in the agriculture profession at Low Ground Estate, picking castor seeds, but has given service to practically all of the government estates: Indian Castle, New River, Eden Brown, Potworks, and Kates Bay. Her duties on the estates range from planting to weeding to harvesting of crops. Her work in the area of cotton picking was also rendered on most of the estates. Most of her work life was, however, spent at Prospect Agricultural Station, where she is presently based and has been for a number of years involved in all aspects of agricultural work, including the production of vegetables, root crops, fruit trees, and seedlings. She takes pride in her work, is regular and respectful to her supervisors. The patron says that she has thoroughly enjoyed the 53 years she has spent with the Department of Agriculture. Dulcina Brooks Byron was awarded by the Ministry of Agriculture, Cooperatives and Fisheries for the yeoman service she has rendered and the contribution she has made to the Department of Agriculture and, by extension, the development of Nevis. Still to come?
I am not convinced right now that the public in St. Kitts Nevis is aware of what an election is.
We'll give you the details after this break.
I'm gonna.
The second Nevis Blues Festival runs April 14th to 16th. Enjoy 3 nights of the best in blues, soul, and rock right on the beach at Awali Bay with international artists from the USA, the UK, Ireland, and the Netherlands. The Nevis Blues Festival is the Caribbean's most exciting new festival. See you there.
Celebrating the old, showcasing the new. Culturama 42.
Welcome back.
I am not convinced right now that the public in St. Kitts Nevis is aware of what an election is. Not the politicking, an election.
Supervisor of Elections Elvin Bailey believes that a critical aspect of an efficient election process in St. Kitts and Nevis is public education. He made the assertion in a recent interview with the Department of Information.
Those who understand, who have a horse in the race, spin. They don't tell the facts. We don't have an aggressive media who will go in and ask hard questions and want to see the process. I think that the level of education about elections and electioneering, far from the politics, removed from the politics, helps with that level of maturity and efficiency and openness that engenders good elections.
The Supervisor of Elections also spoke to the need for documentation in the public domain.
One of the things we have to do here is produce a manual. There's a manual for the agent, indoor and outdoor. There's a manual for the presiding officer. There's a manual for the returning officer. So everybody knows what everybody else is supposed to be doing. You don't have to ask Tom, they can go read it up yourself.
Supervisor of Elections Elvin Bailey also spoke to us about his experience as part of an 11-member CARICOM election observation mission to Jamaica from February 22nd to 26th. We will bring you more of that interview in a subsequent newscast. The Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority is encouraging the public to take advantage of its amnesty period at its landfill at Long Point. The usual $20 charge is being waived until Monday, March 21st for persons who use the opportunity to dispose of white goods.
We are allowing everybody to bring their white goods, their old vehicles, scrap metal, galvanized, household items, And anything along that line, anything that cannot be brought and picked up by the compactor trucks, we are allowing a free pass at the landfill. You transport it, we take it. I'm happy to inform that the amnesty period runs from the 14th of March to the 21st of March.
The operating hours at the landfill are 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 6 a.m. to noon on Saturdays.
What I would like to remind the public of, though, remember that you should not be mixing green waste and household waste with the amnesty materials. The amnesty materials has to do more with metals and wood, anything that is bulky that we cannot come and collect with the compactor truck, then you can bring it. I would like to thank the general public for the tremendous response, but make sure you take advantage of it and make sure that you spread the word so as many people could capitalize and we could have a cleaner Nevis. So that would be my advice. Don't keep it to yourself. It is good news not just for you but for everybody, so we can have a cleaner and healthier Nevis.
General Manager of the Nevis Solid Waste Management Authority, Andrew Hendrickson. The Department of Youth and Sports will host a poetry workshop at the Nevis Disaster Management Department on Monday. The workshop is the department's activity to mark International Poetry Day, which will be celebrated on March 21st. Counselor and Senior Youth Officer in the Department of Youth and Sports, Curtis Clark, explains what the workshop will entail.
There will be 3 sessions. The first session will be focusing on poetry writing skills. How can you compose a poem? The second session, which is called Enhancing Poetry with Music, that will be facilitated by musicians. So they will encourage or show the participants how they can add music to their pieces. And the third session, Emotions in Motion, which will speak to execution and delivery of these pieces. We will also create a poetry lounge so that at the end of the workshop, the participants can deliver their pieces that they created throughout the day in an actual poetry lounge setting. There will be LED lights, a stool, live band, creating that feel.
Clark implores persons to sign up to attend the workshop, which will commence at 9 a.m.
We are appealing to students of the secondary schools, Gingerland Secondary, Charlestown Secondary, and also Nevis International, to enroll, to register, and registration forms can be collected either at the schools or at the department. Also, we are appealing to adults who are interested to register as well and be a part of this exciting workshop. It will be held at the conference room of the Nevis Disaster Management Department, and it's an all-day workshop, so be prepared to be informed and obviously to have fun.
The workshop will be held under the theme Perfecting the Art of Leadership Through Poetry. That's it for this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Good night.